classifier could really make your sign more fascinating and save time and make your point more clear. What are classifiers? Classifiers are special hand shapes which can be used to describe a person, place, or thing, or it can represent a person, place, and thing. Classifiers can be moved and to show relationship between two or more people, places, and things. There are a few rules in classifiers. Classifiers should always be named first. You either sign or think about, then show the classifiers. In general, maintain eye contact with the classifier and use appropriate facial expression to describe the classifier. For example, so first I sign man, then I describe the man drunk, then this represents a man. And I use facial expression, body language, and eye contact with that classifier. So this hand shape is a classifier to represent an animal that walks or a person. They can also be used to describe a shape. So the first example, my left hand is me and this is you, and my left hand is coming up to my right hand. So I'm doing the action that I am happy to meet you. The second example, now this is you coming up to me. The third example, in the structure of ASL, when you make a sign and move it, it becomes plural. And the last example, I am happy that you met me. Or another example, it would be more appropriate from the sign, looking up shows respect. It shows a lack of respect if I sign, because I look down. So classifiers will also show the height of people. Number can be incorporated with classifiers. So first I sign women. 3 women walk by. Kids, 4 walk up to me, turn around, and ran off. So you see how the use of classifiers can reduce the amount of signing that you do. How will you sign the sentences here? So you see how number can be incorporated with classifiers. How will you sign the sentence here? When you sign a shape, hold it up. You don't sign. You hold it up and use your index finger to make the outline of a kidney shape. A piece of slide. How will you sign this sentence here? Two policemen came up to me and questioned me. So this can be used to represent a person or to describe shape. And numbers up to and including 5 can be incorporated to show numbers. This hand shape can be used to represent land vehicles like bicycle, cars, truck, van, or some water vehicles like submarine or a helicopter. When you use 2 CL3 classifiers, you can show action or spatial relationship. For example, there are bicycles everywhere, or so first I describe the classifier girl, bicycle, and then you show action, they crash head on. Or a drunk driver swerved by me. A classifier can represent the distance or closeness of a thing. Or 2 cars facing each other. This classifier can be used, for example, to show a leak or a conveyor belt. 1 palm is facing down, 1 palm is facing up. Conveyor belt or a line of people or a club hanging on a rack or a plate pattern or a landform like hills and valleys, benches, and so on. For example, sorting tomatoes in a factory, there is a leak in the roof, there's a line of people at the door, and the other videotape about ASL structure. I explain you start with the big picture first. The door is there first, so you sign door, and then you describe classifier by naming people, and then you have a line. You can add more information like a line going back and forth. You can add more description to classifier. So classifier could really make your sign more fascinating. The water drip all night, or a plaid shirt, or fences on 3 sides, or the toilet leak all day. This hand shape can be used to show crowd, or pattern, or building, city, or bird. For example, the city of Denver and the city of St. Louis. Why? Because Denver is to the west, to my left. So I place it here because it's higher. And the city of St. Louis is to the east, so to my right, and it's lower, so I place it here. Or, this example. I establish accident, but I assign people here, then they're going to the accident. I puff my cheek to show a lot of. Or maybe you're describing a dress, you sign dress, and plaid pattern. So this can be represent crowd, building, city, bus, and so on. So you see how neat that is? First, I show the location of 3 cities, Jacksonville, St. Augustine, and Gainesville. Then I show that I live there and I work here. Then every day, what do I do? So my basic question shows is the boring drive. Here's another classifier. So there are 4 buildings on this side of the street. This is a classifier which represents a larger thing like maybe a statue, a house, a store. Like before house, my extended middle finger like bacon, nothing. Now, there are those of houses, house, cars. There are 3 cars parked in front of the house. Or maybe there is a statue of Lincoln. Then boy